In this demonstration, I'm going to show how to use my Perfect Pairs Headpin Tool to create perfectly matched headpins in both size and shape, one after the other. This is a credit card sized tool that's somewhat thin, and it's in addition to these forms to get the shape you want, there is also a slot for the headpin wire to go in there. Now the tool is best used on your torch mounted graphite marver, and you want to make sure that it's slid all the way to the side of the graphite so that this part of your tool doesn't interfere with getting that wire all the way down in there. Now if you've used presses before for making beads, you know it's not a one and done proposition. You typically add glass and do a preliminary press, add some more glass, press again, and so on. This is the same way. We're going to gradually build up to this long shape. And that will decrease the chance that this headpin is going to get stuck in the tool. For my first application of glass, I'm going to make something that roughly approximates the shape of the cavity that I want to work with. And I like to use a brass marver for this because it sticks to the glass and pulls it into shape. But I use a petting motion, starting on the left side, pulling it over to the right to pull the glass into that shape. I also pulled the wire to this direction, to the left, in order to snug it up to the left side of the cavity and get that side shaped nicely. I'm going to add a little bit more glass on here and do the same thing I just did. Just put it in there and pet it and reheat. And since we keep touching this glass to the metal, it's important to keep it heated so that it doesn't crack down the road. You may find that you want to use a heavier gauge wire in this tool. Sometimes if you have too much glass on there, as you saw a little bit of just now, the headpin can get stuck in the cavity and it will be hard for you to get it out before it cracks. Using a heavier gauge headpin wire will help prevent that, as will only adding a small amount of glass each time you go in to use the tool. So I feel like this is virtually done. I'm going to flatten it up a little bit, get some of the tool marks out of there. But this headpin is ready to add twisted cane ornamentation to. I could add it along the side. I could add dots at this point. I could begin to make a more organic design using this as the base color and forgetting about, you know, the rigid edges. And what I'm trying to say is softening the edges so they're not so squared off. So the tool, this one is done. I'm not going to add anything more to it. The tool has 5 different shapes on it, 2 different sizes of the shield or triangle shape, 2 different sizes of the elongated oval, and then a diamond shape. And the reason I invented this tool was because there were certain shapes that I found hard to do any other way, in any kind of a reasonably fast manner. So having a tool like this allows you to get the consistency without the investment in time. So that's the basic headpin with the Perfect Pairs Headpin Tool.